Imagine a government agency. It's funded by your tax dollars, staffed by professionals, and its whole job is to protect children, the most vulnerable children.
Ones with nowhere else to go.
Right. Now imagine that agency has a policy. And I don't mean a policy of just, being careless or looking the other way.
No, this is much more than negligence. We're talking about a proactive, deliberate strategy.
Exactly. A policy to place these kids intentionally into the homes of men they knew were sexual predators. Not by accident. They thought it was a good idea.
It sounds like fiction.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like some dark conspiracy theory you'd find online. But it's not.
It is a documented historical fact. It happened in West Berlin, in the heart of Europe. And it wasn't a brief mistake. It went on for nearly 30 years.
It's one of the most deeply disturbing chapters in the history of child welfare, really.
Yeah.
Today, we're doing a deep dive into what's known as the Kentler Experiment.
And we have a lot to get through. We're pulling from recent investigations into the Berlin Senate, the huge University of Hildesheim research project that finally blew this wide open, and some pretty dense academic work on how institutions become structurally abusive.
And looking at this material, it's heavy stuff.
It is. It really challenges everything you think you know about how the systems designed to protect people operate.
It does. But our mission here isn't just to be shocked. We really need to understand the mechanics of it. How a so-called scientific theory allowed the state to basically fund and organize the abuse of children.
Under the guise of foster care. So let's get into it. To understand this, we have to go back in time. We're in West Berlin, late 1960s, early 70s.
And you have to remember what West Berlin was like then. It was an island surrounded by East Germany. It was a magnet for counterculture, for new ideas, for people who wanted to experiment.
So there was this intense intellectual mood of questioning everything. The family, authority, how we raise kids. It was all up for debate.
Exactly. The whole mood was anti-authoritarian. And in the middle of all this, you have a man named Helmut Kentler.
Okay, so we need to be really clear about who this guy was, because he wasn't some fringe weirdo.
Not at all.
Huh.
He was a superstar in his field, a professor of social pedagogy. He was a department head at the Max Planck Institute. That is as prestigious as it gets in German academia.
He was literally writing the textbooks. He was the expert witness for the courts. When Kentler talked, people listened.
And that authority is absolutely key to this whole story. His focus was on difficult boys, runaways, delinquents, kids the system had given up on.
The kids nobody else wanted, and Kentler shows up and says, I've got a solution.
But his solution wasn't more therapy or better group homes. He had this theory he called emancipatory education. And he argued that these boys who were starved of affection would benefit from being placed with single, adult men.
And not just any men. He specifically sought out men